Things started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
Now the veteran kicker, Phil Dawson, ready to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On first down. Steps away to his left. And Cooper able to work his way open. That's complete. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, how about that adrenaline? First play of the game, and we have a catch that we're going to talk about probably the rest of this game and straight into the highlights.
Right out of the gate. What an effort. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Leckler now on as he'll punt this away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And incomplete to open things up. Six-time Pro Bowler Randy Moss, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. They'll throw again from their own end zone. Escaping the pressure right. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On 2nd down, Wilson. That is caught inside the 5. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now after the made field goal, here's Dawson back out now to send this one away on the kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
They'll run it with the 85 MVP, Marcus Allen. And his first carry, he loses the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. That is caught inside the 5. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, LA. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get
under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Snatched by the safety Ed Reed, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
On first down, it's McNabb. Flushed out right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Allen, and he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's McNabb. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. On to try the field goal now, Phil Dawson. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Dawson's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
Now after the made field goal, here's Dawson back out now to send this one away on the kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
14. 12.
Now Wilson on second down. Buying time to his left. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Forced out to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And now it's second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. He's going to look deep down the field. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On third down, Wilson. Dancing to his left. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, Wilson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Wilson to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. Finding room to the 20. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. To throw on second down, Wilson. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Randy Moss, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Dawson tacks on the point after. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 1st and 10, McNabb. Flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Well, he tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot when you have all those people bearing down on you. Probably his last thought was just get rid of the ball. Give them what they want. Unfortunately, he gave it to them too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Von Miller in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, here's McNabb. Escaping the pressure right. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
They go play action. It's McNabb. Flushed out right. Man open, it's Moss complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw, McNabb. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And Dawson's kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Out of the gun, McNabb. Being chased out left. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moss. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Second down, McNabb. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. Now a carry for Allen. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter, because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
He's going to get it running right. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Marcus Allen taking it in from 7 yards away. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Wilson to throw on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. Over the middle, complete. That's Moss. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. From midfield now, here's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. It's caught inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out.
Now Wilson on first down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Deion Jones leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson His throw caught at about the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. In for the score. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. Do you think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
He'll buy some time right. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. McNabb to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
To throw on second, McNabb. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Flex round! Flex round!
On first down, it's McNabb. Buying time to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Randy Moss, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
Now it's McNabb. Allen's got it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And it earns him a fresh set of downs. This quarterback now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
Ohio! Ohio!
Here's McNabb. Flush to his right. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown, L.A. Odell Beckham, 33 yards. And his guys have taken the lead here in the 4th. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
We'll play time, guys. Let's go. Hey. You got three.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Looks like he'll throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
But still.
And then at the end, he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Forced out to his left. From left side, taken in by Galladay. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. Keeps himself upright. And his throw is incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
I'd love to know what he's saying in the huddle now to his guys up front, because it's been a steady stream of pressure on him this entire game. That time, able to avoid the sack, but he's got to talk to his offensive line and say, guys, just a couple seconds extra, please.
He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he's got it. And he's brought down. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with time running out. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Dawson tacks on the point after. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going. And
he's got a man, complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
One last shot for Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that